Hey, what's up guys? How you doing? Welcome back to the Once Human, the survival MMO of 2024. Pretty unique game. If you haven't played it, I highly suggest you try it out, but buyer beware. There are seasons. Currently, these seasons are 6 weeks long, and well, some stuff will actually be available between seasons. You will basically build or lose your resource progression. There's going to be like an eternal land, kind of like in Diablo, but your character will basically wipe and reset. Your world progression will reset, and I'll tell you right now, I'm not sure that I am up for that. I don't know if that's something that I really want to involve myself. It's not an action ARPG, right? So you're not like building out new character types and trying something out in a new season with mechanics. You are starting fresh. They said the world's going to be a little different or whatever, and there's going to be other things going on, but I mean, I don't know how different it's going to be. So be warned, if you can't finish in a season in 6 weeks, then you might have a hard time keeping up. Now, unclear whether this means both PvE and PvP servers. I think it means both. For a PvP server, makes sense to me, right? Because the whole idea of server wipes for players like Tarkov is that everyone's starting from zero. So, you know, if you're going after other people, it makes sense that you guys at least had some sort of baseline to start from. And you're not going up against a guy who's got like, you know, 10 years worth of progression in a game. And there's just no way to start as a new player. You know, it's not Rainbow Six Siege. If you try playing that game today, you know, coming in, unless you're sort of a FPS tactical savant and know how those games work, you're going to have a rough time as a casual player. And so, you know, if that's what you're into, then go for it. If not, and you feel like a survival game should, and an MMO should be, you know, your progression stays and then they just add things into the game, then that's currently not what the developers have planned. If you go on their Steam page, the community, they have some postings about how seasons are going to work. I will read some of that for you guys. So currently, there's 2 events. There's 6 weeks going on. Let's see. It says, once will I lose previous progress? And they say, rest assured this will not happen. We value the time and effort you put into this game. So the items and gear you have obtained from the seasonal scenario will be retained in various ways. So following in-game content will be retained. Starkrum's, Christian's, Mitsuko's marks, Stellar Planula, and Sproutlets. That's currency. You're going to keep your blueprints and your furniture formulas, weapon accessories, and mods. You're also going to keep all your cosmetics, expressions, and poses, name cards, and more. I mean, it'd be absolutely awful if those things went away. Keep your house blueprint, so after a house blueprint is saved, you can reconstruct the building at any time. If advanced materials are not available, basic materials will be used in building instead. So you have to rebuild and recollect material. That's not too terrible. Friends list carries over. It says your content resources will only be partially carried over when you enter a new season. So like I said, you choose to enter, you can be in the Eternal End, then of course you're not going to play the new season content and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, 6 weeks. Say different scenarios have different durations, so not every season's even going to be 6 weeks, which means they could be longer or they could be shorter. to existing scenarios of 6 weeks in length. So this game released 2 weeks ago, so 4 weeks left. Scenario seasons might have longer or shorter durations. Yeah, that's crazy. I can't imagine a shorter season. I mean, PoE is 3 months, give or take, which is a good long while for a season. So if you're like just jumping in, you got more than enough time, to play content. Like, you get a good solid month of playing in PoE. It's kind of all right. You play different characters, right? Hardcore players probably play like 12 characters. I don't even know. There might also be some permanent scenarios for players to enjoy in the game. Not sure what that means. So, if you guys are attached to this game, following this game, and you're aware of pirate software, the guy named Thor, yeah, comically after reading that the season's going to be 6 weeks and character resets and everything wipes, uninstall the game. And then he sent some messaging back and forth to the devs, and basically had a little bit of a language barrier, but they seem very open to certain changes that he has suggested. Being a game developer, he's got an interesting perspective on that kind of stuff. He's also definitely a gamer. So if you haven't seen that, check that out. I think it's interesting. I think it's great that the developers seem to be open to player concerns and suggestions. They had addressed the terms of service, and now they're sort of addressing seasons. They want people to play the game, obviously, and outside of hardcore gamers that do this for a living and can get through the seasons, your average Joe Schmo dad with 2.5 kids and a job, and other things to do, probably not going to get through it. So that is what it is. But the game's great. I really kind of enjoy it. I don't like survival games at their core. It's the survival mechanic. I like it sort of it's like light instances. So like here, like I don't have to like rub 2 sticks together in a rock to make an axe. It's kind of silly. I'm not really into that when it's survival, just for survival. Like I've said, if you guys are into that, good for you. Not my bag of tea. This one's interesting. So if you're not familiar with the game, just so we're all on the same page here, the bar in the center here, that's obviously health, and on the left you have endurance. The mind is your sanity. The little water droplet is hydration, and the other one is hunger. So if you fall, you see there's like 3 thresholds there. If you fall below a certain threshold, then your max HP, endurance, strength and all that kind of stuff, accuracy, guns and all that stuff, I think maybe, they get affected. So it's good to stay hydrated. It's not difficult to stay hydrated. Pick up some dirty water, boil the water, you're good. And really, you only get start to dehydrate if you're sprinting and in combat a lot. So if you're like strafing and sprinting to avoid like a boss, you're gonna probably drink a lot of water. So I mean, stay hydrated. Tracks, right? If you were running around with a bunch of gear on, running from weird alien interdimensional beings, you'd probably get thirsty too. And hunger goes quite a bit slower, and that seems to track, right? It's fairly common sense. They say you can go 4 days without water, but 4 weeks without food. So it is what it is. Not sure about the sanity thing. I've not had that meter go down far enough. I think when there's like stardust pollution in the air, then your sanity meter goes down. Or if you're around like certain deviants, I'm not sure how that works. I haven't run into that mechanic where it's affected me yet. Gameplay wise, I think I've got like 15 hours into the game, 16 hours. So, I don't have 50, I don't have 100 hours. So my progression is pretty low. I don't even know if I'm like level 20 maybe. I'm not even sure. I have to go to my character. I don't know if that'll pop up. I don't even know if I'm level 20. But, yeah, so some people kind of just run through. If you go through the sort of story stuff straight through, then I think you'll level pretty quickly. Because you get your most XP from, like, bosses and stuff like that. Storylines, I kind of run around and, you know, do whatever, explore, try to get the waypoints. But hopefully the devs, you know, take it on that, like, the world resets that they did in, like, Diablo 4 and having to redo all that terrible mechanic in a game like that. Like, open world, like, don't make me, it's like, not like I forgot what was happening, you know what I mean? So I think that stuff should be persistent, you know. In a PvP server, I mean, that's a different game. I feel like if you're in that environment, like I said before, you should just do that, right? But that's how I feel about it. Where are we going now? We do have a boss coming up, or honestly, I don't even know if it's a boss. Explore area and find a way out. So this, I think this was a sort of raid dungeon type area. So this is a boss. You fight him again, but in like a different form. This is a little different. So this is not like the monoliths. This is, I think, just a regular like dungeon type thing. So not necessarily part of the like main storyline, but related. Definitely a weird world. I like the aesthetic of the game. I think it's great. Yeah, so these are the big root things, obviously. You know, shoot the bright, shiny parts. Yeah, they got all these little slime ball spit things that follow you. I was unprepared for this. I don't think I had quite enough rounds for this fight. And I haven't upgraded my shotgun. I mean, I still have a crossbow at this point. So, luckily I do beat the boss here, but barely. I think I'm using my crossbow. And I don't think you need to like fight these things either. Pretty sure you can just run past them.
I feel at peace. I know it must be a deviation.
Didn't try that though. If you haven't played it and you get here, oh, run past and see what happens. You can also pull that trigger a lot faster too. And I think that if you can keep it straight on, actually helps with your critical hits. You can definitely pull that trigger faster. What else you guys want to talk about? This isn't going to be an hour and 15 minutes about the game. Man, there's been so much stuff going on. Now, I don't want to make this channel political. I'm not going to, but holy craziness. And you know what I'm talking about. Attempted assassination on Donald Trump. Joe Biden dropping out of the race. Crazy times.
Thank you, Maxie.
Yeah, I know. You're here to watch a game. You want to hear about that stuff, but man,
Really?
hard to avoid it,
My
right?
bad. Shouldn't you be getting along?
Pretty wild
I'm
stuff.
sure
And
you're very
what's the
busy.
other one that happened? Oh, the IT thing? The breach there? What is
Tell them thank
crowd
you.
something or other?
But I'm
I
staying
don't know.
here.
Pretty crazy.
I can look after myself
All kinds of
and
stuff.
my child.
Oh, well, let's get back to gaming. Random thoughts entering my head. Should we listen to this? I'm not listening to this. We'll listen to it.
Promise me if you ever find yourself in trouble, you'll come find me.
All right.
Alright. Little wind action here. You need torrent, right? Jump up, double jump. Yeah, there you go. Flying shotgun. These things follow you. You don't actually have to shoot them, you just walk away from them, but you get hit by them, I guess. Be careful, because your heals have a cooldown, so don't get hit too often. Yeah, see that? Little quick blast. Little stabby stab in the arm. Poor tree. So, games, right? What did I want to talk about with games? Oh, what's that? That new winner that they put out? I believe it's called Concord Hero Shooter. It's in beta right now. Beta play test or early access, free early access, beta. Anywho, early access beta, same. These are my eyes. I'm sure there's a difference, but I mean, see, early access can be even alphas, but
this is no different from
it's kind of like all-time peak of 4,000 players and a concurrence of like couple hundred for a game with a fairly decent-sized budget, trying to be, I don't know, less than an Overwatch. I guess there's probably some Sweet Baby Inc. DEI stuff attached to it. I have no idea. I mean, that stuff doesn't really interest me. Could care less. I mean, does it improve games? Not in the slightest. I don't think there's any game that has incorporated that company's processes or influence that have made it better. It's just appeal to shareholders who think that the 7 people who care about that in games, who talk really, really loud, will wail and, I don't know, buy 10,000 copies on their own. I don't get it. Just make a good game. Stop copying what other people are doing. You know, there's a formula to certain things, and people not attached to games don't get it. I'm sure that there are people outside of the esports world that play Overwatch too. I tried it for 20 minutes and I thought it was terrible. And games like it are terrible. I think X Defiant, Exo Primal, Concord, Overwatch 2, those type of hero shooter games are boring. Because you've got 4 or 5 like game types. Nobody pays attention to what the game type is. They just kill each other. And maps are small. The characters are cartoony and annoying looking. And there's just an empty shell of a game there. It's like something you play on a Super Nintendo. You know, like that's the level of complexity built into those games. From a gameplay standpoint. I mean, they clearly have no stories. Overwatch tries to put in some weird lore. They had some weirdness about that, but yeah, this is not my cup of tea and it never will be. I'll try them, thinking they're gonna be neat. Like, I've played Overwatch 2, played X Defiant. I'm not trying Concord. I'm not even putting that on my computer. It looks less than interesting. But yeah, I just don't understand why developers and these big game companies think that trying to get into a sort of what I would consider a dying space would do that, because it used to be kind of popular. It's like kind of disconnected from that reality. It's like if Ubisoft decided to get into RTSs. Like there's a dedicated fan base for RTSs. I'm definitely one of them. I just don't think people like to think strategically in those types of ways. Like no one's playing Command and Conquer or StarCraft anymore. I mean, there's people playing it, but like no one's making a new game. StarCraft 2, you know, had an expansion or two, and then it was over. And I think that actually had a decent story. I loved that game. Command and Conquer was awesome. Red Alert's fantastic. Shoot, Homeworld. The original Homeworlds 1 and 2. I think the stories in those are great. And then was it the Deserts of Kraken Khazar? Oh, let me look. On categories, I've got it. Homeworld. Where is it? Deserts of Karak. Yeah, that one's a cool one. Those are difficult games. You gotta pay attention to like actual strategy. You can't just like build a bunch of units and attack. Like everyone has its strengths and its weaknesses, and you gotta pit those against them. And because they're in like a 3D space, like where you put them on the terrain matters. I love games like that because you got to think about it, right? And the units are persistent in Homeworld, which is kind of cool. So if you lose them all, you start with nothing in the next one. If you have a bunch, they come with you, so it's not like a reset every time. Treant's doppelganger. Treant? Let's call him Treant. This is Treant's doppelganger. Just shoot him with a crossbow. Should have just been shooting the crossbow strong. Watch out for the laser beams. That'll get you every time. Done, son. I had to use the last arrow. Beautiful. Alright, well, we're gonna go back to the base and build some things. It's crazy. Yeah, map. Picking where we're gonna go. It's cool that it lays out a route. Not gonna lie. This is my favorite channel on my motorcycles radio. It's just really chill. Let's enjoy this for a little minute. Let's have a moment. Almost there, guys. We're almost there. Isn't that nice? So they also have pretty decent hip hop. We got some metal. Is there some more orchestral? I'm not sure. Then there's nothing, which I think is cool. Like they did a good job with the music on the radio. You can get repetitive, obviously, so we gotta mix it up. But yeah, it's like the smooth jazz one. Yeah, that's the other one. It's not orchestral, I don't think. It's like some jazz. Super chill. We're gonna go right up to this lady over here. Oh, this is kind of a bummer part of the game, which I hope they continue to work on. Provided they get rid of the season thing, man. I'm gonna keep playing. I don't know if it'll affect me at all, but this is weird. So they got the mouth moving, and they've got the captions, but no voice acting. And she's got this crazy skull tooth tattoo. And your guy just nods. I mean, I feel like they could have got someone to do this. I know that it's probably expensive, but there's going to be some way to get like an aspiring voice actor to like go through this, one or two, you know. Get a female, get 2 or 3 females, 2 or 3 males. I can mix it up a little bit. Might get repetitive, but if you're going to do all that work, you know, to get somebody, you know, have the developers animate the mouth movements, then you should definitely get somebody to take care of the voice acting. This is me not knowing anything, of course, but I would love to see it. So we're gonna go take care of this little mission here. Beat some zombies. Easy mode. Let's get on that ladder. My fingers go through the ladder. Get that data. Yep, hit next. Wheat and corn are ready for harvesting. Let's go get some wheat and corn. Down we go. Down. There it is. And up and down, 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 down. I wish there was a drop and a slide. Might be one. I ain't figured it out. Get off of that. No respect. I think I have like 4 or 5 deviants now. I'm curious how many there are. Go that way. Loot everything. Always be looting. Always be farming. Always be shooting. Always be hitting things with a bat. It's important. There's a decent amount of variety here. Oh, gotta open up the anchor. Oh, already activated. Been here before. Don't tell me I'm hungry. You know, this is one of my favorite abilities. That can't be good. Scarecrow's coming. Hey, for you guys that are playing this game, what do you say, in your experience, has been the best weapon? Because I thought about making the LMG and the SMG. I think I have a rifle, but I haven't used it. Is it worth it? Gotta upgrade it. So I really do enjoy the AK, but I feel like it can be wasteful. Just like too many rounds. But I haven't done that like cost-benefit ratio of, you know, how much damage per round and how many resources each round type costs. to how many I'm doing. Like, is there... You guys know if there's anyone doing a spreadsheet with a DPS to resource cost ratio ranking? That would be something. Ooh, you know what? Someday, when I do this full time, I'll provide that data. I like collecting data like that. I like when guys do that stuff. They did that in a few creators that would just go in Elden Ring, take every wand, and throw glintstone and see the mana use and the damage done to tell you which wand was best. And they did that for all the weapons. They did that for all of the spells, so that they could tell you that, like, to a certain point, glintstone pebble can get you basically through 75% of the game from a, like, damage to mana cost ratio, which I thought was pretty awesome. Pick that lantern up. The little bugs are annoying. You can't step on them. These things are dope. Lanterns, they just fry them. Get stuck on the door. Yeah, that's hilarious. Oh, pick up the bears. There's one deviant that likes toys, so don't shred them all. Of course. I think the guys that made this game play Elden Ring. Or Baldur's Gate. Seems to be a pastime with game developers to want to make loot crates that you can have monsters in that eat you or attack you. This is obviously a puzzle, much like the Starfield unlock system, but it's more like roll the pattern through. So eventually we'll figure it out, right? Click the buttons. Yeah, just gotta click them. It's outside, inside, right? Just spin it till they all line up. We'll get there, guys, I promise. Only like another 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 3/4, 1 1/2, 1 1/3, 1, 0. Looks like we got it. Gotta throw the corn in there and the wheat. Corn, the wheat guy. Corn. They're highlighted. Corn. Wheat. Telling you. Maybe it's obvious to you guys, but I feel like when I start playing games, like my brain just leaves my body sometimes, and like get this like narrow focus, got the horse blinders on, I'm not paying attention to my peripherals, and like get this tunnel vision on how to do things. But then I go back and watch it, go, yeah, it's right there, very obvious, I can see it because my eyesight is somewhere else. And I'm not saying it because I already figured it out and I know better, because I do the same thing when I watch other YouTubers. I'm like, it's right to the left, you missed it. But their eyes are somewhere else, right? And you're like looking around because they're saying something after the fact, like, where is this thing? And you're like, it's clearly right there to your left, but their eyeballs are somewhere else. Weird interactions again. Yep. Let me see. All right. I'll do it myself. Unless we skip through it. Well, no, actually. The concentration of Stardust was clearly decreased compared to previous data. It's still not safe for humans. Oh, okay. Can't talk that fast. Task completed. Daughter's greeting. New task. Alright. No chill session. Let's go for a ride, guys. Where are we going? Yeah, we gotta finish the trip because we haven't gone up there yet. Activate 4 rift anchors in the broken delta. 3 to go. Already got those. Rift anchors kind of look like bananas. No? I think they look like bananas. See, nowhere else in hip hop. Oh, Bambi. Pumpkin. Nope. Gotta check out the pumpkin. Very important that we get that pumpkin. Oh, look. The weird bus thing. I've yet to fight one of these. I don't know if you can kill it. I know it drops off zombies. I'm not gonna find out. So there's definitely other factions here, which is interesting. There's dudes here. And they're sort of hanging out. Tied up by their arms. Yeah, they're like some crazy people over here. I'm just gonna assume either like the hills have eyes. That guy definitely has a bucket on his head. That's the first time I ran into humans. Apart from that evil corporation group that was not saving the world. Yeah, we're just going for a ride, guys. Chilling. I am going to put timestamps. I should say that at the beginning. That I'm going to put timestamps. I say it halfway through. And people are like, oh, great, yeah, thanks for telling us you're putting timestamps. Could have used that, I don't know, 37 minutes ago. I'm telling you. I'm going to figure it out. It ain't going to be today. It ain't going to be anytime soon. And I'm going to keep saying it. Because eventually, if I say it enough, I'll will it into existence. So this was... We've obviously skipped around. This is a cut from like 9 hours of gameplay over, I don't know, 3-4 days of time. So I was in my home and sitting there for a while, kind of just letting things craft. And I was like, I don't know, getting coffee or something, making a sandwich, who knows. And I come to and everything is gray. If you walk over to the center, there's like this glowing rock thing, and it basically queues up an instance where you can kill, waves of these guys. And you get little prizes at the end. I'm not sure if you die, if you lose stuff, because I didn't die, but I also just got off of, a boss fight and running around. I've got no ammo left. So that was fun. Yeah. See that? If I had a weapon, would have been great. But I just had a bat. So many. Run away! This is gonna get painful real quick. So these guys, and I think the next group is the little light guys. Yeah, see that? 25 of them. It's on set. Little light bulb spider bug things. I think that's actually affecting my sanity. This is a mistake. What I should have done is grabbed one of their lamps. Yeah, should have got that. Should have picked up that searchlight and then fried them. Would have been a smart thing to do. But I think I was just freaking out in the moment. Oh my goodness! I don't know why. I thought I was gonna die here. Like as I'm watching this, I still think I'm gonna die. More coming. 0 of 45. Outstanding. Shit! Oh my goodness. Just, yep. That's a thing. That's happening. And that's happening. Oh my goodness. Oh, sorry about all that. Luckily for me, they died pretty easily. And then it clears, and then you go to the loot box and you get stuff. What do we get out of this? Oh yeah, little mini feaster. Oh my goodness. The names of some of this stuff. That's too close to something else. Sorry. Focus. Now we're just standing here with our bat. We're gonna hit the rock with the bat. Oh, we almost did. You can if you have nothing equipped, like the axe. Your character will pick up a rock and start hitting stuff with it. I chopped down a tree with a blunt rock. I think your stamina gets eaten up quite a bit faster if you don't use the appropriate tool. You also can't open certain stuff up, like my riverboat. We're gonna speed through the crafting process, because what we're doing is we are making charcoal and ingots so that we can make rounds and some other things, so we can make some syringes. So we are fully prepared for the battle upcoming. And of course, in the middle of that, another one of these mist things. At first I thought it was just because I was like by a swamp. It's not, it's just random. But yeah, it was interesting. This one was fun because I couldn't see anything, but I did get a pretty sweet gun. So you just pointed at the red bar. Done. That's it for that one. Kind of would have rather enjoyed some more, right? Because I've got plenty of rounds in that thing. Another mini feaster. That's 2 mini feasters. Alright guys, well, through the magic of video editing, I sped all this up. I think if you really want to watch it a little less chaotic, then you can like play this at like, I don't know, half speed. Because I know on YouTube you can slow stuff down and speed stuff up. So if you want a little smoother experience and see what's going on here, just play it at a slower rate on YouTube. I don't know. I felt like sharing this, but not boring you to death with, I don't know, 10 minutes of me going through the crafting process. So this is where you can obviously modify your weapons, change things, add your mods like attachments and scopes and stuff like that. And then you have to make sure with ammo, if you've got a higher level of ammo and you've been using a lower type of ammo, like you just regular ammo, and then you get like copper ammo or whatever, like AP ammo, you gotta make sure that you attach it to your gun and equip it, because if not, you'll use the crappy ammo. So if you're going to a boss fight, you're not going to be doing the most damage possible, obviously, because you're using lesser ammo. So make sure that you go into your gun, and I think it's in like the modify thing, you can actually attach the specific like grade of ammo. I think as long as it's in your inventory. Once that's gone, it'll default to the other stuff. But you want to make sure that you do that, so you start off with the good stuff, and then it'll keep going. As long as that one was originally equipped, it'll be on there, and then whenever that 1,000 rounds is gone, and you have some old ammo, it'll use that next. Bummer about the tools though is that you can't repair them, which is obnoxious. Also, I stumbled upon this from some other guys that you will get armor and weapons that drop. If you didn't make it, you can't repair it. So if you're really desperate for better armor or a weapon, I mean, by all means use it if it's better than what you have, but it might be a better long-term strategy to scrap those drops that you can't repair because you don't technically own it because you didn't make it, because you'll get better scrap to build other things. So I'm going to do that from now on. So when I get some armor that's slightly better than what I'm carrying, I'm not going to bother it, scrap it, and I'll make better armor that can actually keep and repair. So that's a mechanic I don't really appreciate. You know, you pick up an item and you get super excited, like, oh, this is awesome, this is dope. Then you go to repair it, and you can't. Like, this shirt is better than the vest I have. Go figure, the t-shirt is better than the tactical flak jacket, whatever. I'm wearing it, but once the endurance is gone, it's just a garment with no attributes. So that's kind of a bummer. So you should scrap it before it gets destroyed. Oh, so I never used my grenades or the throwing knives. Wish you could throw the pickaxe hatchet thing. That would be fantastic. What are these? Weapon mod parts. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we're ready to go. So we're gonna leave our home, and we are going to go fight the next boss. It's way down there. We should be able to get at least halfway. Yeah, we can get there. Oh, we can get all the way there. Ta-da! This is where I actually take on some humans and take them completely out because I'm that good. This is one of the monolith fights, so when you defeat these types of bosses at the monoliths, then you get a passive skill thing that you can input to get more attributes, more critical strike, more health regen. Each one of these monoliths, when you defeat the boss inside of them, they open one of those up. There's like 8 of them. They're like sort of your, I guess, campaign bosses, if you will. Definitely get control vibes in these types of areas. Control is a great game, by the way. If you haven't played it, it's by Remedy. Pick it up. Won't be disappointed. I think it's fantastic. The gun in the game is probably the best part of the whole game. It like transforms into other guns. It's pretty cool. Yep. Little guys in the pit. Don't worry, the water can't hurt you. And neither can they when they're on the ground. Down there, because they won't jump. And apparently I like to hang out in these spots. And, you know, after 9 hours, I'm really surprised there's not more of this. We're just gonna hang out here, guys. Do me a solid. And if you like watching these things, I'm all about constructive criticism. So, add it down in the comments. You know, do you like these long edits? Do you like these random thoughts? Would you like me to organize my thoughts a little bit better? You want to see better audio? Different edit types? Shorter videos? More pointed audios? A list? You want more of a, I wouldn't say walkthrough, but mild guide? Notes in the gameplay? A little more about the game than just sort of random talking? Let me know in the comments. I'm here to serve. I'm also here to play video games, and that's more of the point. This guy's kind of creepy, huh? So we already fought this guy in like his doppelganger form. This is actually him. There's also a little lady on there. Kind of looks like Poison Ivy. I'm gonna use this for my... So I was going through making several thumbnails. Maybe I should make part of this scene my thumbnail. I think that makes more sense. We'll do that. So, what you have to do with this boss is you gotta go up onto these areas, see the little tree snake tower thing? You gotta shoot those guys. And once those guys are down, now the like overshield invincibility of the Treant goes away. Kill the ads. They don't really pop up again. You get rid of them, they're gone. Get rid of those Treants. Treant. Get rid of those snake tree tower things. And then once you do that, you have about 2 minutes to attack the boss. If you do it right and you're already like Mad Bill, you could probably do it in the first try. I think maybe it takes me 2 rounds. We're about to see. Love this thing. Fries them zombies like nothing. I don't know what they're actually called. I'm just calling them all zombies. These ones sort of remind me of the clickers from Last of Us. And what's great is the boss is not going to attack you until you get that taken care of. If you decide that you want to shoot him, well, you're going to have a hard time. And jump. Yep, just take him out. Oh. Yep, that freezes him. It's kind of cool. We break our battle on this one. It's also wild to me that a bat does more damage than a machete. Yeah, we got one more. Yep, so if you look on the top left, it says, oh, Tangled Vines is what they call them. That's not as creative as Tree Snake Tower. I like mine better. Yeah, he's got invincibility, so there's 3. Got one more. And when they respawn, if they respawn, they're in the same exact spot. They don't respawn in different areas. That's it. 120 seconds to attack the... I'm calling it Treant. I like Treant. See, this is where I should have a rifle. A rifle would have made more sense. almost made it. If you have a slightly stronger weapon, you definitely do it in one round. Yay, victorious. And go through the mystery door. So the harvest seed is a deviant that helps you grow plants. I haven't done any farming in this game yet. Yeah, we're sure we want to leave. Absolutely. We are victorious. Would be kind of cool to have some friends. Hey, look at that. I was right. Level 20. Well, I guess we just get to check me out, right? Of course. Kind of creepy hands in the background. How many people you can do this co-op with? 3, 4? I mean, it'd be completely unnecessary, but definitely fun. If you guys are playing with friends, do the dungeons scale to the amount of people you have, or no? If not, great. If it does, I mean, kind of makes sense, right? Let's hop on out of here. We got like one more thing to do. I gotta go talk to Mitsuko. Supposedly super strong chick that needs our help for some reason. Nope, turn around. Turn around. There we go. Sprint. Maybe that's as fast as we're gonna get today. Doesn't look like anything else. Gaia Chrono Cage. Mitsuko? Mitsuko.
It's great to see you again, Meta. That little deviation you hold in your cradle threatened to lay waste to the Delta, and you contained it. Thank you. It's hard for the people of Nowcott to cope with these deviations and the pain they cause. I just wish I could do more to help.
It's cool.
I'm sorry you had to accomplish what I wish I could do myself. If only I were stronger. If only I hadn't caused the mayflies to be destroyed by Rosetta, things might be different.
Yeah, probably.
I envy your confidence.
Pretty sure he just went for a high five.
Strength. The problem
She
is,
snubbed him.
we don't know how many survived or where they are now. I wish I could go and find out myself, but I can't. The only thing I can do right now is keep the mayfly spirits alive. Thankfully, I have you to help me. You're our best hope, Meta. One day, when I have the courage and strength to do so, maybe I'll join you in the real world and fight alongside you. Until then, I've managed to create more memetics for you. They should help prepare you for the challenges ahead. Come and see me again soon. I'll be waiting for you.
So I don't know why people find it necessary, but that sort of like echo in her voice, we'll call it an oral aberration, kind of like the chromatic aberration, but for voices. I don't know if that's a real thing. There's probably a word for it, like a reverb, but it's not quite that. Is annoying, and it puts me to sleep or makes me want to skip things. A prime example of this is Seneca in the First Ascendant. He's like the dude you talk to before you go fight the Colossi. And I skip all of his dialogue because the way he did his voice is beyond annoying. It's like that little echo thing that she did, but way more upfront than like sort of subdued and in the background. Hers is at least bearable, but his, man, it's like so bad. That's what you get. Nothing up there. I hate that. This whole tower. Just junk. What am I gonna do with a smartphone? Nothing. Cell towers are down. Can't make any phone calls. These are the Rosetta guys. I'm not sure what that other faction is. I haven't like stopped to figure it out. Yeah, these are definitely Rosetta guys as far as I understand it. There's another thing. I wish you could, for like vehicles that appear to be running, I think it'd be really awesome. Instead of those just being static assets, you could get them and drive. Yeah, I understand if you had to go through some sort of like dealio where you had to go find a key for it from like a, you know, elite NPC or something, or it was limited gas and you couldn't fill it up, like you can't fix the drops or whatever. But would be super cool. Be like a ride share, right? You just grab one, walk away, and take it from some other guy, or he could ride with you in that machine gun. Would also be cool if you could sneak up behind him, do like a stealth attack. Might be able to do that. I have no idea. Well, he comes and gets me. We're gonna go through this. Oh, medical supplies. Yeah, Hadouken. Love it. Yeah. Nothing. Unsat. Let's get the old motorcycle up. I'm going up and down this hill many times. Yeah, we still gotta go So right now we're trying to get all the little objectives in the area. And I don't think I found the mystical crate or the rift anchor. We get the rift anchor, but I don't think we get the mystical crate. I'm not sure why you would pick anything other than fill the dang tank. So the acid you don't think you need? You need that acid to make fuel. And now we gangster. Unprepared. Shoot. Oh, I got the old grenade. Look, guys. Still better than Starfield. And it wasn't between $70 and $100. It's free.
Did you hear that?
Sure did. Always be looting. Got ourselves a looter shooter survival MMO. I think that hits all the buttons. Can we throw in ARPG, even though it's not isometric? They don't have to be. That's typically what people associate with that term, but they don't have to be. Pretty sure. Could be wrong. Yeah, it's alright. Easy peasy. Dudes with the drones. I'm pretty sure that drone just flew back through the fence. I'm impressed. Very advanced technology. There's got to be an easier way to get at those things. Yeah, you are. Bullet sponge. Alright. Hit that space bar. There we go. Yo, looty loots. And we're gonna go down where that yellow... There's indicators, guys. Not hard to get lost around here. If you go down that yellow area, it's a distinct yellow color. It'll lead you to the path. So look out for that stuff. Through the old exploding can. Oh, we do use a grenade. This can be awesome. Nice. Grenades are properly strong. This guy just forgot where he was at. Kind of like when I get to the tail end of these videos and it's nearly 11 o'clock at night. Yep, there we go. Kind of like for these guys, like an SMG would be great. Definitely want to try it out anyway. And of course a rifle. I'm not sure what's beeping. I think it's the Deviant is beeping.
Did you hear that?
Did hear that. And now I don't. Pick out of the trash, obviously. That's a lot of stuff in that trash. Oh, handbag. I'm just reading things. That's the exit. We're almost going in a full circle. Yep, toss that grenade out there. Boom. Love it. Level 15, I think that's the season pass level. Done. I got no time for reload. Got time for bashing your brains in. Jack Nicholson? No? Nobody? Yeah, you know. Certain demographic of people come to this channel now. Those are my people. Oh, yep, not that. Can't go that way, by the way. And I'm pretty sure that's the mystical crate. I have no idea how to get those things out of the way. Someday I shall figure it out. Tried. I think I even pulled out my bat to hit it. Oh. Yeah, see? Gotta try it. You never know. Worth a shot, right? Feel myself waning slowly as I watch this, trying to be engaging. Oh, well, that's where our anchor is, down that big old hole. So we're gonna head on down there. And then after that, we're gonna go home and rest, smash some more ore, smash some trees, call it a day. We're almost there. That's the Tarkov effect. This guy. Yeah, I heard it. You ain't my boss. Done, son. See? There it is. Well, guys, I think that's gonna be it for tonight. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you catch up with Once Human. I hope the devs make some changes to the seasonal stuff so we don't have to do this every 6 weeks. And I'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care.